Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Measure for Measure, and we get to hear from Duke Vincenzo again in Act 1, Scene 1. The Duke. He is the Duke of Vienna, and yesterday we just got a brief little snippet of him talking to one of his lords, Aeschylus, saying that this other guy, Angelo, is really virtuous and therefore should be the one that takes his place while the Duke is going to be out of town. And Aeschylus is like, yeah, Angelo's a great choice for that. So the Duke calls Angelo in, and Angelo arrives, and after the proper courtesies, my Duke, my Angelo, that sort of a thing, the Duke says, Angelo, there is a kind of character in thy life that to the observer doth thy history fully unfold. Thyself and thy belongings are not thine own so proper as to waste thyself upon thy virtues, they on thee. Heaven doth with us as we with torches do, not light them for ourselves. For if our virtues did not go forth of us, 'twere all alike as if we had them not. Spirits are not finely touched, but to fine issues, nor nature never lands the smallest scruple of her excellence, but like a thrifty goddess, she determines herself the glory of a creditor, both thanks and use. But I do bend my speech to one that can my part in him advertise. Hold, therefore, Angelo, in our remove, be thou at full ourself. Mortality and mercy in Vienna live in thy tongue and heart. Old Aeschylus, though first in question, is thy secondary. Take thy commission. So the first half of this is him, yeah, it's a mouthful. I know, it's a mouthful. The Duke speaks, his speech is very flowery, like all the time. And I sort of love it that he says, but I do bend my speech to one that can my part in him advertise, which is him basically saying, I'm blowing smoke up your butt. Because that's sort of what he's doing here. For at least for the first half of this, he's telling Angelo, and by extension telling the audience, how great Angelo is, how virtuous, just basically how virtuous Angelo follows the letter of the law, and his virtue shines brighter than other torches, and all of these sorts of things. And then he's like, yeah, but you already know all of this. You already know how awesome you are, and how virtuous, and how steadfast, and lawful, and all of these sorts of things. So he then gives him the commission to say, I'm going to be out of town for a while, and while I'm gone, you are the letter of the law. So what Angelo says goes while I'm gone, and Aeschylus here is going to back you up. So cool. And Angelo is like, should I take some sort of test, or do you want to see my resume first? And he's like, no, you got this. You're good. You can totally get it. So I gotta go. I'm running. I need to get out of town. And they're like, well, can we walk with you for a minute? And he's like, no, please. I hate that sort of thing. I hate the long drawn out goodbyes. I hate it when I leave town and I see all the people lining the streets to wish me well as I'm going on my way. So I'm just gonna sneak out the back door, and I'll be back. But I will write to you sometimes to tell you how I'm doing, and if you can write back to me and let me know how things are going around here, that'd be cool. Okay, bye. And he leaves, and Aeschylus and Angelo are left there, and Aeschylus is like, could we have a bit of a powwow to go over my job description, because I'd like to have one and know exactly what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And Angelo's like, me too. And they're like, great, let's chat. And that's the end of Act 1, Scene 1. So this is what we know. The Duke is leaving town. He has left Angelo in charge. Angelo is the pinnacle of virtuosity in Vienna. So Angelo and Aeschylus are now going to try to figure out how to run Vienna in the Duke's absence. And what could possibly go wrong in this scenario? We'll find out. We'll find out quickly as we dig further into the play. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.